Nah, this is not okay. This car looks like a completely different car when it's clean. You guys ready? Boom, just like that. Car looking all steezy, all clean. And these satin wraps and these matte black wraps, mine's satin black by Avery. They look like completely different cars in a whole different color when they're all dirty, but when you wash them, sheesh, all the body lines come out, looking so nice. All right, it's recording. All right, guys, this is my second story time. I appreciate everyone tuning into the last one. It did so well, and so many people told me to keep doing those videos. I got some DMs saying to keep doing those live story videos, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. In today's video, I'm gonna jump right into it. It's about when I was 19 years old and I bought an Evo 8. As a lot of you guys might know, or some of you guys might not know, maybe it's just tuning in for the first time. I bought an Evo 8 and owned an Evo 8 for quite some time. When I was 19 years old, I saved a whole lot of money for it, and it was just really the car that when I would go to all these car meets and stuff, it would just catch my eye. I would find myself looking at all the Evos, and when one would drive by, I would just like, my jaw would drop. I love the Evos to this day. I love the Evos, but that was definitely my dream car at that time, being 19 years old. So quick backstory, I've been a car enthusiast since I was a little kid. My dad really got me into it when I was younger, brought me to car meets. He was picking up and partying out 442s, Oldsmobiles, all the older cars, and we just go to these car meets here in Arizona, and I really got hooked to it, like really hooked to it growing up. But it wasn't until I was like maybe 14, 15, about to get my license, well, my permit, and then get my license, where I really got hooked to YouTube videos, going to car meets. Every time I heard about them, looking for car meets, just really wanted to be involved and being part of the car scene and build cars. But I started watching tons of YouTube videos, like I said, and looking at Craigslist. Everyone's selling these cars. Even though I couldn't afford them, I was still looking at tons of these videos and pictures, trying to visualize what it would be like to own one and work towards one and just keep my vision alive. And that's exactly what I did, guys. I worked for so many years. I started off with different cars. It wasn't like the Evo was my first car. I had so many other cars previous to that, and I worked hard, different types of incomes, trying to find new ways to make money, and that's just really what I ran on. I told myself is once I accomplish buying an Evo, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. I'm gonna do all these YouTube videos, and I'm gonna have this car that's gonna be a good platform to start my YouTube videos off of. And that's really what I wanted to do. I was really into TJ Hunt. He only had like 12,000 subscribers when I first subscribed to him. He was like really the only younger kid doing what he was doing at the time. Nowadays there's tons of YouTube channels and you can find them. I appreciate you guys tuning into mine. I know there's so many other channels you guys could be watching, but if you guys are subscribed, part of the Steezy fam, I appreciate you guys. All right, this might sound crazy, but I always knew growing up and going to all these car meets that I was gonna own an Evo. Some way, somehow, I was gonna save up all this money and just completely buy it outright, because that's what I did with all my cars. All the previous cars I've owned, I've always wanted to buy them outright and have the pink slips, so I actually own the car, and then whatever else money I save up and work for, I can use that for the mods and whatever I wanted to. So fast forward, I'm working at the dealership for quite some time. I met a lot of good friends there that are still friends this day. Shout out to you, Blake, he's my day one. I was working at the dealership, had other income sources. I was been doing social media marketing and affiliate with different brands for quite some time. I had different incomes coming in, and I was really just saving up all my money that I could, being very careful with what I spent my money on. I just really had this vision of owning this Evo, and I wasn't gonna stop till I got this car. All right, fast forward to June 2016, guys. I'm 19 years old. I'm looking on Craigslist, looking for the Evo. I have the cash, guys. I have all this money saved up. I'm so hyped looking at all these Evo other options. So I'm looking on Craigslist and I find the silver Evo 8. It has 43,000 miles, and I'm just like, no way. 2005 Evo 8, clean title, 43,000 miles, second owner. And I immediately messaged the guy. I'm like, yo, I live local. I don't live too far from you. I want to go look at this car tomorrow if you're available, because this is later in the night. I want to come check out this car tomorrow if you're available, and I want to buy it. Like, I was so crazy about this car, guys. I just wanted to give this guy my money and just run away with the car. That's like where my mindset was, and that's really a big lesson why I'm telling this story, because guys, I was just so eager to buy this expensive ass car when I'm only 19 years old, working at this job and online trying to get other income so that I can afford this car. So the day comes, it's Saturday. I actually invite my best friend Tanner. So my dad was going to be the one driving us because I was 100% committed to buying this Evo, guys. He was actually really excited for me too. He was fully supportive with my decision. He knew how much I dreamt of this car, and he knew how bad I wanted to create a YouTube channel and do all these car enthusiast videos, DIYs, car installs. And honestly guys, I think if it wasn't for that Evo, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I would have never created the YouTube channel. It really gave me confidence that I was so young. I accomplished getting my dream car at such a young age. I worked hard towards achieving that goal, and then the day came and I had the key in hand. I gave him the cash. I got the title notarized in my name, and I was on the roads boosting. I was boosting with the Evo, having tons of fun, guys. Literally one of the best driver cars I have ever driven. Till this day, it just feels like you're so connected with the car, all the noises. It's an older car. If you guys haven't driven an Evo, the older Evos, Evo 8, Evo 9, I haven't driven any of the other Evos, but I'm sure they're just as fun. But these cars are such a thrill, guys. I do not downplay these cars at all. They are such beasts. Even with stock turbo and just some bolt-ons, they move. So I'm sure you guys are wondering what happened with the Evo, why I sold it, and what was the main factors why I got rid of it. And that's basically the title of this video, so I'm gonna jump right into it. So I was daily driving this Evo. It was the only car I owned. I was literally basically spending hundreds of dollars on gas because I was pushing this car, guys. I was driving this car, which I do with all my cars. With all my cars I ever own, I always push it to its full capability because that's what they're meant to do, and I enjoy these cars. I enjoy driving them fast. I enjoy getting them sideways. I just generally just love everything about these cars. And there was no way in hell I worked so hard and dreamt about this car I wasn't gonna push it and drive it fast, guys. So that's mainly what happened. I kept pushing the car. I took it to a whole bunch of car meets, was racing it. But eventually, guys, all good things must come to an end. And one night I was boosting it a little too hard and I heard a noise, and that was it. The transmission kept clunking, and I was like, oh my god, I just completely blew my transmission racing someone. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, this is about to be super expensive. Like, I know Evos are expensive from the begin with, but guys, when it comes to Evo transmissions, oh my god, let me just tell you, if you own an Evo, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. 45,000 original miles, and I still ended up blowing the transmission. I didn't blow the transmission, but I did blow a couple gears and they chipped. And basically, I could have bought a used transmission for how much it was to fix my transmission. Let's just put it like that. And like I said, guys, I spent $18,000 just to buy this car. I was buying mods, I was buying other parts to make it look a lot nicer, some engine parts, some bolt-ons. I just ran into a huge setback, and at the time, being only 19 years old, I had to make a smart decision going on, because I still had quite a bit of money saved up, but I didn't want to spend all this money going back into a car that I knew if I had to sell one day, or if I did sell one day, that I wouldn't make any of this money back. So I made the smart decision, which is crazy being so young. I had to sell my dream car because I didn't want to completely just blow all my money into this car, guys. Even though it was my dream car, it was everything I wanted. I wanted to make the smart decision and continue doing YouTube videos. I couldn't keep creating YouTube videos if my Evo kept breaking, and I just had to keep spending all this money to fix it when I was making no profit off the videos. I was just basically setting myself back when I wanted to go forward and build the channel and do all these crazy video ideas I had. So I made the smart decision, and I ended up selling the car within a week, guys. I actually found a serious buyer. It was quite funny, is because he pulled up in the Evo 10, and he had told me he wanted to sell his Evo 10 to buy an Evo 8, because the Evo 10s have aluminum blocks, and the Evo 8 and Evo 9 have cast iron blocks. So you can build a whole lot more power without breaking a lot more things, and they can just hold a lot more power than the newer Evos. And he was going to sell his Evo 10 once he bought my Evo, and he was super serious. We went on a test drive, absolutely fell in love with the car, just like how I did. All the smiles with the turbo noises and blow off valve. That car, guys, was so nice. If you guys haven't seen my Evo videos, definitely after this video, definitely go check out my Evo videos. Actually, recorded a lot of fun videos and pushed that car. You guys will see I push that car a lot within my videos, went a whole lot of drives and car meets, the dyno, all that good stuff, guys. He ended up buying the Evo within like the next couple days after seeing it, and he cashed me out, guys, $21,000. I was so hyped and so blessed that I could make this situation, which I saw was going downhill for me because I was spending all this money putting into this Evo, and he actually cashed me out. Making this decision of selling my dream car at such a young age definitely changed my perspective of how I wanted to go about doing YouTube videos and what car I wanted next. And what I ended up doing was buying an Infiniti G35 because I found one that was super clean, low miles, and I saw opportunity in it. And I already owned an Infiniti G35 before. It wasn't my first one, that was actually my second one. And there were so many car parts, so many mods that I could buy for it. There were so many people in the car community that was buying 350s and G35s, G37s, all the VQ community. It was really strong, and I just saw a really good opportunity in it, and I bought a very clean Infiniti G35 because I had all this money saved up, guys. I had all the money that I didn't want to spend into the Evo, and then on top of the $21,000 that I sold the Evo for. And that's the great thing about when you buy out these cars, is because when it comes time to sell them, all that money comes back to you, whether if you lose money or make money. And in this case, I pretty much broke even, but I was still blessed to be in this the position that I was in, and I bought a new car. And buying the Infiniti G35 was actually such a great thing and decision that I made, because with all those videos, if you guys go look back at them, they're actually my best videos, and they did the most views because so many people during the time, and still current to this day, are buying these cars and looking at these videos. They just picked it up for their first time, and they want to go buy these parts for them because they want to be part of the car scene. It's all about having a hobby, having an interest, being a car enthusiast and going for it and doing it yourself. So that's what the videos are there for, is to entertain and hopefully inspire. You guys, old and new subscribers, have said to me that I inspired them to keep modifying their G35 or to buy a G35, that they saw my videos and somehow they inspired them, which is awesome, guys. I appreciate everyone leaving their comments and letting me know something like that, because it honestly feels so dope, and I always comment back, guys. Like, hearing that come from you guys is honestly such a dope thing, and it means a lot to your boy Steezy. So just like in the last story time, guys, where I told you about my carbon fiber hood flying up and smashing my front windshield on my wide body G35, I want you guys to learn from my mistakes and listen to this story and apply it to yourself. If you guys are at a younger age or at an older age, just in the opportunity, if you guys have all this money, do not blow it on just some car, and definitely do not take out a big loan to go buy some cars you can't afford. And you guys heard the story, what happened, and honestly, I do not regret anything at all, because my mistakes make me who I am today. And like I said before, I probably wouldn't have this YouTube channel. And the very first video that I have on my YouTube channel, if you guys scroll all the way down to my old videos, is me buying that Evo 8. My very first video is me purchasing that Evo 8, me going to go look at it with the cash, buy it, and then me driving it back home and just saying how unreal it was. I bought my dream car at 19 years old. Go check out that video, guys, if you guys haven't seen it. I think it's over 120,000 views, and it was my very first video. And that video, when I first published it and uploaded it, gained so much attraction, so much comments right away, and that really gave me confidence because of that and everyone on the platform. So if you guys are day ones and subscribe to me when I owned my Evo, or when I owned my Infiniti G35, or you guys are just now new subscribers, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking around. I have so many plans coming for the Beamer. I have another build coming. I have tons of projects I'm working on, a lot of feature films lined up with a whole lot of different cars, and you guys are hearing it first. And I hope you guys are just as excited as I am, because guys, I am pushing out content every week, guys. I have so many things planned on Instagram, so many connections I've been making on Instagram, and I can't wait to bring you guys good content. So if you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe, guys, because I have some fire content coming out. So you guys know what it is. We out here. Peace.